Hey everyone, it's Lindsay from My Crafty Plans. Today I am coming at you with my plan with me for the week of March 2nd. This is my oldest daughter's birthday week. Super exciting. Last week was baby week. This week is birthday week. It's birthday season in our household, and I have this really cute kit from Scribble Prints Co. It's called Princess Party. We actually decided to skip birthday parties this year and just do family stuff because of the new baby. But, you know, my daughter is like so into princesses, and she has gotten so many like dress up costumes and all that fun stuff. And we really just kind of end up celebrating all month long because my kids are so close in age, and my son's birthday is like towards the end of the month. So they you can't get one a present without the other, really. So anyway, we just end up having kind of like a whole birthday palooza all month long. So this kit is like super pink. It's got like lots of sparkly stuff, lots of princess goodies. My daughter got like a whole dress up trunk, and she is so obsessed with it. She's been like putting it on nonstop. It's so cute. And yeah, this is just a mini kit from Scribble Prints Co. And I do have the glitter headers and the labels again. And I am gonna pop out these pages and get started. I will just warn you, like this page, because I used the extenders last week, so this page is like not sitting super flat yet, and I made my own extenders, and I used kind of thicker sticker paper, so probably I should have used thinner sticker paper, but I couldn't find it in my stash of sticker paper. But anyway, so I'm gonna probably be like rubbing this down a lot to try and get it to stick. But anyway, I am gonna do the best I can and pop these pages out and get started.
So I'm going to get started with the really cute date covers from this kit, and then I'm using these date dots from Stady Stickers that have like the bow sparklers around them. I absolutely love these. I actually used the full box overlays on these this week, but I am actually out of the headers that match that. I should have definitely picked up some more, but maybe I'll get some in the Oops bag. She just did like a mega Oops sale, Stady Stickers, and I couldn't get the bundle, but I did pick up quite a few. And then I decided to work from top to bottom this week, so I do all of the headers in the top row and then the full boxes, and just like work my way all the way down to the bottom washi. This was a pretty fun week. I've actually just been kind of reflecting a lot on like how different the postpartum experience is for your third kid compared to your first, just because when I look back at what I did this week, it seems like so much. And like on Monday, the baby was like literally 3 or 4 days old. I think she was born on Thursday, so like 4 days old. I took her to the hospital to go to the lab, to the doctor, then came home, had some lunch, picked up all of the kids up from school, hung out with them all afternoon, made dinner, and then just like had a regular night. And I'm like, okay, it felt totally normal in the moment, but I'm trying to imagine doing anything like that 4 days postpartum with my first, where I feel like I never even left the house. I like couldn't move. I mean, it was just so funny just to think about like how different things are with subsequent children. But it's way harder to like become a parent than it is to like add a third baby to the mix, I think. But anyway, so I do want to just say I'm hoping to be like back on a regular Plan With Me schedule. Unfortunately, our county was just shut down by the governor, so all of the schools are closed, all of the activities are closed for 2 weeks, so like everything is just kind of closed. Like asked non-essential retail to close. We're in PA, and there aren't a ton of cases of coronavirus in Pennsylvania yet, but almost all of the ones in the state are in our county, unfortunately. So they are just trying to slow the spread, and I'm obviously tremendously supportive of that. And I don't want anyone to get sick. I hope everyone, is staying safe out there, etc. But it may just slow the Plan With Me train. It also may slow the going back to work a little bit train for me. For those of you that are longtime viewers of this channel, I just work freelance, and I have like one regular thing that I do on Mondays that's just like a once a week thing. It doesn't take that long, and I was hoping to pick that back up like almost right away, but with the kids being out of school, I'm actually having a mental debate about like how much more time to take off of that, but I'm not planning on taking any like major work projects on until like this summer at the earliest. But I was just hoping to pick up that like one little regular thing, but I'm just gonna have to see. I need to make a decision. It's Friday right now while I'm recording this voiceover, and I need to make a decision because I have to let the person know who's covering for me whether she needs to cover for me on Monday or not. But it's not even about the baby. It's just like being home all week with all three kids. And then my husband's office, I think, is closing, so he is going to be home as well. But he'll like actually has to work, and his income is our main income, so he definitely needs to work, and we'll probably be using the office. So anyway, I'm just having like a little bit of a mental debate. It's just about like just having a little something to do and just staying fresh, and also not being a burden on the person that's covering for me. But it's just not a lot of work, so I'm sure I would be fine if I said yes, but I'm thinking maybe I should just take one more week off. Anyway, that is my mental struggle that is going on right now. I'm putting down the stuff for my sidebar just to do my meals, a little bit of journaling space. That division is just because there were 2 3-heart checklists instead of 1 5-heart checklist. It doesn't have like anything to do with any kind of separation or anything like that. And then the washi that I used on the very bottom is from Scribble Prints Co, and all of the other washi is from Simply Gilded. And now I'm grabbing some header overlays from Artbox Stickers. I love these with like the heart and the bows together. I just think they're so cute, and I just thought, all the heart stuff still very much matches the vibes of this week. And hearts are not like a Valentine's Day thing. It was technically part of a Valentine's Day release, but I think hearts are kind of anytime, it doesn't think it super matters. And I really like these like hearts with a little tied up like a bow. They look like a present. So this was a present-esque week. My daughter did get a lot of stuff. I actually kind of wish like my family very much sends like all the gifts at the same time. So like if my daughter gets a gift, my son gets a gift. But my husband's family is like more doing it on the actual birthdays. And I feel like that, I don't know, it seems to work a little bit better when everybody gets a gift, because my son's only 2 or about to be 2 at the end of this month, so he doesn't fully understand when and we kind of make them share all their stuff anyways, because that seems like a better philosophy to us. And my husband likes to tell the kids all the time that nothing is theirs, everything is the family's. So I mean, I'm sure that'll change as they get older, and I guess they technically do have stuff like really special stuffed animals or like clothes and whatever. But anyway, we do like them to practice good sharing skills, which they are pretty good at. Anyway, I am actually using this birthday washi from the Simply Gilded January box, which I love, to mark the school. I just thought this would be a really cute and fun way to mark their school days. Little did I know that this was like going to be their last full week of school for a little bit of time. Hopefully we're just closed for the 2 weeks and then things have calmed down, but I guess it just kind of remains to be seen. And then anyway, like I said, on Monday, the kids had school, so my husband took them to school as usual, and then I had to take the baby back to the hospital for another set of labs. Everything is fine, and she's been cleared from all of that. Now we don't have any more lab appointments or even like weight checks or anything like that, and nothing until her regular 1-month checkup. So everything is totally fine, but we were still in the midst of all like the labs and the bilirubin checks at this point. She just had a bit of jaundice, and it took a little bit of time to clear, but it did clear on its own. We didn't have to supplement. We didn't have to do lights or anything like that. So we were able, just from nursing and some naps in a sunny window, just to get everything back to normal. I don't actually know if that sunny window nap thing helps, but it certainly doesn't hurt anything. And then my husband came home for lunch that day, and that's what I'm using that little thing for. I'm going to grab actually a little meal icon from the Simply Gilded new like foil icons that have been coming in the boxes for that. And as well, I feel like maybe he was checking on me. I don't know. He was back at work, but he just came home for lunch. He comes home for lunch quite a bit because he does work pretty close. And then we had just a really fun kid afternoon. Like I said, I picked the kids up from school, and we just had a really nice afternoon. I was feeling really, really good. It's like later in the week that I started, like all the kind of stuff started to catch up with me, and I started to feel like not as great physically. But at that point, I was still feeling really great. And then that night, though, the baby like started massively cluster feeding, and it started to hurt really bad. It's getting way better now, and I didn't like my first, it was really painful when I started nursing, but with my second I didn't have like any pain. So this was kind of in between, but it was a little bit of a surprise to me because I was kind of expecting not to have any pain again this time around. But it passes really quickly in my experience, and it's definitely worth it for like the long-term nursing relationship. I nursed my first two for like almost 18 months each, so I'll probably be doing the same again, although I've heard people say they go longer with their last one because they don't like want to give up the nursing, and also because, well, I won't be pregnant again, like because I weaned both times when I was already pregnant, which pregnant nursing is like a little bit uncomfortable, at least it was for me. But anyway, so I don't know what's going to happen, but it's hard for me to imagine nursing much longer than 18 months anyways. But total respect for the people that do it. And anyway, that is a very long and unnecessary tangent. But Tuesday was my daughter's birthday, so I was just trying to figure out how to mark that. And my daughter actually shares a birthday with my mom, so I was also trying to figure out how to mark that, and I like couldn't quite figure out what I wanted to do to mark that in. And then my daughter did have school this day, and I usually mark her school day. That's like where my son doesn't go, a little bit differently. So I was using this little thing and a little cupcake deco because we sent cupcakes to school for her class and for her teachers to celebrate her birthday at school, which was really nice and fun. She really liked it. She came home wearing like a birthday crown. It was really cool. And then I just hung out with my baby and my son, and we had like a chill, fun day at home. He's like so obsessed with the baby. It's really, really cute. And he like laughs at everything she does. So it's really just very adorable. And then in the afternoon, my mom actually came over. So we had some more birthday fun. Like I said, my mom and my daughter share a birthday, which was a really big surprise because my daughter was 2 weeks early and it was like my first. So that was not expected. We weren't expecting for them to share a birthday, but they do. And that's really cool. And so we just hung out and played and just had a good time and didn't really do anything too much that day. Just hung out and wished people happy birthday all day and sang happy birthday like a zillion times. And that Celebrate sticker is from Artbox Stickers. It's just from the holiday one. I thought there was one that just said happy birthday, but it said my birthday, so I just grabbed the Celebrate one instead because it was not my birthday. It was my daughter's. And anyway, I'm just adding in a little bit of the deco here on that box. I don't know. I don't know why I did this now. Usually I would do that at the end, but I just really wanted that crown there and I didn't want to forget, I guess. Then on to a Wednesday, my daughter and my son had school again, so I decided to mark that the same way I did Monday. I really love how this looks. I think with this washi is so cool. If I have more washi where it's just foiled at top, I would totally do this again. I just think it looks really neat. I love this washi. It looks like frosting with sprinkles on it. I don't know. I just really, I was so into that celebration box. I just thought it was such a sweet and adorable Simply Gilded box. They've all been really good lately, actually. The Masterpiece one was phenomenal. I almost canceled my subscription like so many times, I guess in like the fall and over the summer. I'm so glad I didn't because I really just super love it again. Anyway, on Wednesday, we had to go back to the labs. This ended up being our last trip to the lab. We were just waiting for like the numbers to start to, the bilirubin numbers to start to come down so that we could get cleared from like the whole having to keep getting checked protocol. So they did finally start to come down and came down pretty significantly on that day. So I guess all that cluster feeding really helped. But anyway, so that was good. So I'm marking that after, just like, we went to the lab. We didn't go to the doctor this day. We just went to the lab, and then the doctor called in the afternoon to let us know that the numbers were getting better and that we didn't have to go back to the lab anymore. So that was very exciting. And then I actually did film on this day as well to film some The Plan With Me. I think probably the one from last week, the baby week one, very exciting. And just had a very chill afternoon and hung out. And then on the way back from school, we met our new neighbors. So someone moved into the house next door to us recently, and they walked over when they saw us coming back from school, and they have a daughter that's like the exact same age as my daughter. So that was really fun, and we were very excited about that. So hopefully we can do some play dates, etc. with them. And then that night, I think I finished reading this book called Courting Mr. Lincoln, which I had gotten from the library, and very excited about the library part. Honestly, the book, like the first quarter to the third of the book, was absolutely excellent. It's about Mary Todd Lincoln from her perspective, and Lincoln's friend Joshua something, I forget his name, Speed, I think. It's told from like alternating from their perspectives about like how Mary Todd Lincoln and Abraham Lincoln got together, and like the first quarter or third of the book was like excellent, and then the rest of it was like really bad, and I was just kind of powering through it because I wanted to finish it, but like the first part of the book was so good and I was just like so drawn in, and then it was just really just not that good. So anyway, so I can't fully say I recommend the book, but I'm glad I finished it, and I had really wanted to read it for a while. It had been on my list for a while and I didn't want to buy it, so I was happy to be doing library things. Anyway, then on Thursday, oh my gosh, this feels like so long ago because like this week I would never allow this to happen, but my mother-in-law took my daughter to this crazy thing called Candytopia, which is like this interactive art experience. It's not like specifically for kids, but it's like for kids, and it's just like candy themed. It was like a lot of art made out of candy. There was like all these fun activities, all this stuff. Like I'm saying, it's like a big crowded group. She took her downtown, they rode the train, they went to Reading Terminal Market, which is like this huge like I guess it's like an indoors farmers market, but it's open all the time. There's like a ton of restaurants and stuff there. So they did like all of these things. And now I'm like, no. Now we sequester in place and only see family. The totally normal. But anyway, that's why this week feels so long ago. I just feel like a million things have happened. Between like the baby and the news cycle, things seem to be moving very, very quickly right now. Anyway, I took the baby and my son to Target, which was the first errand that I've done with the baby. And I mean, it wasn't with all three kids, so I don't know if that counts, but it felt like a good mom win moment. And then we had a really fun afternoon, just kind of hanging out with all three kids and playing and whatever. And then like that evening I just hit like a physical wall, and I was just like, I cannot move. I was so sore and like just nope. And then I did end up taking my first postpartum bath that night, which was nice, even though our bathtub situation, as I've mentioned several times, is horrible. Anyway, then on Friday, the kids had school again, and I just had a super, super relaxing, chill day where I like did literally nothing, just allowing myself to recover a little bit. And that's kind of actually, I would say, like what's been going on since then. Just like an endless cycle of like doing too much, feeling kind of bad, then just taking some time to relax, and then feeling way better, and then doing too much again. I should probably slow down, but it's hard when you have three kids. Anyway, so I just had, like I said, a really, really relaxing, chill day. So I used the really cute script sticker from, I think, I forget where that's from. Is that from Nicole Alexia Designs? And then this little Paper Shire candle. And then I did a little bit more filming on Friday. I had finished. It took me 2 days, which it hardly ever does that anymore, but it took me 2 days to film that plan with me just because of the day extenders and just being rusty or whatever. I don't really know. And then, like I said, we didn't really do this much today. Even once I picked the kids up from school, we were just it's just very chill. And it was raining that day, so I decided to use these really cute Paper and Milk rainy day stickers to mark that it was raining, and we got pizza for dinner that night. And I was going to say delivery, but it actually wasn't delivery, it was takeout, because we have been trying to find like a new favorite pizza place, and this one didn't do delivery, but we picked it up and it was really close by. My husband picked it up on his way home from work, and it is definitely our current like winner in terms of best pizza in our area. So we will see if we try and find something that delivers or keep going with this one next time we want pizza. But yeah, so that was it. Friday, like I said, just super chill, just trying to really recover, etc. And then the weekend was like a very family weekend. My brother and my husband's sister, none of them had met the baby yet because of how chaotic the weekend we came home from the hospital was. So we were going to meet everyone this weekend. So anyway, on Saturday morning, I washed my hair and I blew it dry because we were going to my dad's house, and my mom, who is like a really great photographer, was going to bring her camera and take some pictures of the baby and take some family photos, etc. So doing that for newborn photos instead of buying them from someone else, just having my mom take them. She is just a really, she does it just as a hobby, but she's really very talented. And then we stopped on the way to my dad's house at McDonald's and got breakfast, and the kids ate so much. We got them a big breakfast plate to share, which is like 3 pancakes, eggs, like sausage, a biscuit, a hash brown, whatever, and they ate the entire thing, the two of them. It was insane. And actually my daughter has just been like really, really hungry all week. And then we spent like the whole day at my dad's house, and my brother and his wife and their baby came over. So it was like all just hanging out, food, pictures, family, etc. And then me, the baby, and my son all fell asleep on the way home in the car, so only my husband and my daughter stayed awake. So marked car naps with that Magic Prints Co. car sticker, and then my husband went out and did groceries that night after the big kids went to bed, just so that we would have some food and not have to worry about it the next day. So then Sunday was daylight savings time day. I forget if it's daylight savings time starts or ends. It's the one spring forward. That one I do remember. But anyway, I actually super slept in with the baby that morning. I just grabbed another one of those Nicole Alexia design scripts, and I grabbed that little Scribble Prints Co. gold foiled icon to mark daylight saving times. P.S. Sorry if you can hear the baby grunting a little bit in the background. She's just napping in the room with me, and like even though she doesn't make any noise at night, I feel like she tends to make a little bit of noise when she naps. I don't know. I guess when she's like kind of falling asleep or starting to wake up, she makes some noise, but then when she's like asleep, she's pretty quiet. I don't know. Or I just don't hear her while I'm sleeping until she's more like awake, making noise. Although I feel like, I don't know, I hear her when she makes noises to start to wake up. And then that afternoon, then my sister-in-law and her husband and their son came over, so we met them. So they met the cousins for the first time again, and also just had some fun cousin playtime. Their son is just a little bit younger than our son, so really fun. And they met the baby as well. And then that afternoon, we all went to the playground together, and I wore the baby in the pouch in the carrier for the first time. So that was really fun as well. And then I am just finishing up with just a little bit of deco in the few blank spaces I've got here, and some more washi as well. A fun week and getting used to the new normal, although, with everything going on, this isn't really all that normal, hopefully. And I just hope everyone is staying safe and staying healthy out there. And that is pretty much it for this spread.
Okay, that is everything all wrapped up. I just love how this looks. It's so pink and girly and sweet and perfect for my little princess's 4th birthday week. Oh my gosh, we had a fun week. We got to meet lots of cousins and have lots of fun, and I just love this. Let me give you a little wiggle. I love how this looks, and I'm really feeling the scribblers in here. I haven't used them in a while, but I just think they look so sweet in this spread with like the kind of party Disney cartoony pink vibes. I don't know, it just really matches in my mind for whatever reason. I did all of my writing in a Pigma Microperm 03 because I actually didn't write on the planner at all this week. I only wrote on stickers, which like never happens, but I did this week. And let me show you what I have left in the kit. Once again, I did use a lot of the the functional items on this in the kit. I just have like one full box left, or one half box left. Some little things. I didn't use the flags this week, and like 2 things from the label maker. So I did use like most of the sort of functional pieces in the kit. I did use all of the full boxes as well, but I just really like this. Just super feeling it. And anyway, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I'd love it if you'd subscribe and check me out on Instagram at mycraftyplans to keep up with everything going on in my planners. Bye.